Hello! Gather around, people. Gather around. Waiting for some folks to drop in. Hey, Norman. What's up? What kind of video are you doing? Hello, Power Matrix. My man. You know, I love power topics. Everything that concerns about knowing human behavior and using it for a greater cause is very practical. Hello, AB Arezi. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing right. Your videos have a lot of information. I'm editing and taking myself to places just like taking myself on a date. Sounds good. What's up, Andrew? Long time no see. How are you doing, man? Making some moves lately? All steam ahead. That's right. What's up, life is a journey? My philosophical brother. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We'll wait for some more people to drop in before proceeding with the agenda for today. Okay, I had a question. The biggest thing that holds me back, especially, is judgment from people. Is this just me, or we're all scared of opinions, negative ones? Hold that thought, Norman. I will answer to that question. A very good one, actually. Very relevant. How are you doing today, folks? I was a little bit late to the stream because we had some technical issues. So, yeah, the original stream was planned to 8 p.m. UTC. But nevertheless, we got the problem solved, and here I am. Hello, Royales side. Glad to see you here. Tony Rain, is planet Earth a womb? Well, that would reply that everything starts in planet Earth, right? Which is not the case, I think. So I wouldn't say that. Somia Gawar, I hope I pronounce right. Hi there, I have been watching and adoring all your videos. Thanks for each piece of advice. You're welcome, my pleasure. Tony, death is a natural part of life cycle. So, in a case, it's it's a type of reincarnation. I don't believe like we become born in another body because the consciousness transforms to something else, maybe. But I understand your point. So death is a birth for something else in that manner. So I think I will tell you, I will do this in a way. Before proceeding, I would like to say that there's a link in the description box leading to a uh, Discord chat, and I would like you to join that Discord so we can talk there later on. So I'll be streaming for roughly 30 minutes or something, and afterwards we can go over to Discord and you can chat me, voice chat with me, and ask me some questions, whatnot. We can talk. Um, so yeah, make sure that you join the Discord chat before before the end of the stream, so you have time to install some necessary things. Maybe I know that Discord is very popular, but maybe some people don't have it. Um, so yeah, we'll be streaming and talking at the same time. So kind of a call-in show. Let's put it like that. So make sure to join the Discord link in the description box. And if you have more questions that you want me to address for everyone else, which I think helps because people may recognize their own um, experiences and maybe get some revelations. So yeah, I will open the questions that that people have submitted and go through them. And you can wait with asking more questions until later on Discord chat. So let's see. I had this one question, and I'll read it to you. How do I get my life together when everything is going downhill? Please discuss about addiction, especially phone addiction. How to get rid of it. Love you, big brother. Mention. Yes, this is from Big Daddy. Swapnil. And just one question. Where are you from? I will ask anything personal later on for another occasion. But to go back to your question at hand, it's okay. I'm assuming that you're a young brother, maybe in your late teens, maybe in your early 20s. And I would say that you shouldn't worry too much about getting your life together because I'm assuming that you feel that you're in a hurry, you feel rushed. And that's the biggest misconception with life. This modern society that we live in, it kind of rushes us into becoming a type of servants to the society as a whole. And yes, sure, society develops further and it uh, flourishes and we get more comfortable lives. But at what cost? You have to think about as a whole, society develops, yes. But as individuals, we suffer from different types of stressful situations by building up this society. So suggest to you to my the biggest thing in life is that you always have to do stuff that you resonate deeply with. And that being said, if there's some kind of maybe activity that you enjoy doing, do that. But make sure that it's something constructive and makes you grow as a human being. In life, you have to try out different stuff, and not before you, understanding. You have to mature into your role as being a young man, and that comes with experience by trying different stuff. If you think about it, when you say it goes downhill, it's just the life throwing some challenges down your road, and the life wants you to adjust to it and develop your character, and you do it by overcoming those adversities. And you name that you have probably an addiction for your phone, and all addictions, especially phone addiction, stems from restlessness, when you feel that you don't know where you're going in life. And if you think about it, smartphones are very useful when you're commuting from home to school or from home to work and back, and you're not enjoying the journey per se, which means that you want to just zoom out, just close your eyes and open when you're at home, when you're at your destination. And what ends up happening is that you miss the whole journey. But the thing is, the life is the journey. It's not the destinations per se. It's not the points in the destination. It's not the point A, nor is it a point B. It's the distance that you go between these 2 points. And when you like when you zone out by using your phone, you miss the life, which means that you miss out the gist of it, but your body still, like your mind is disconnected, but your body is still living that life. And your mind disconnects from your body, making you not listen to your own thoughts, make you to not feel your own thoughts. That's why you feel bad, that's why you feel anxious, that's why you get depressed. So the phone is just a tool for you to escape the reality, which is very toxic in a way that it distances you from reality. And I would suggest to you to find something, as I was saying before, something that you enjoy, preferably something creative or maybe physical activities, and invest your time into growing into that, into your craft, becoming better at it. Because, I mean, anxiety and depression won't disappear before you acknowledge the realness of life, which is not in the digital sphere. So, yeah, I hope it clarified something. And you're welcome to ask me more questions, Big Daddy, whenever you see this message. Let's see, we have a big one here. Why do I behave overly moralistic? It makes me question. It makes me question myself, whether I am prig or just trying to behave with moral and ideal standards as it is expected by society. I always keep questioning myself whether I should speak, give a suggestion, ask a favor, or even a simple question. Even when I need water, I question myself. Would this make me look like I'm trying to get closer to that girl, and will my classmates judge me? So I didn't even ask for a water bottle. 1 week ago, I got my accounts test papers corrected, and I got second highest marks in the class. But when cross-checked, I found that there was the adding mistake by teacher, so I got it corrected. And now I am with the highest mark in the class. But yesterday when I checked class spreadsheet, he didn't update the marks, so I questioned myself. Will asking him to update the marks give any wrong impression of me? Will I will I be judged for being too tacky, and could he take me in the wrong way? I always keep on questioning myself. What will that would make me look like? What impression of me will it have on others? In India, since we're small children, the idea of log kia khaenge is incorporated, i.e., what will others say? It has really stuck within me. I am for sure INTJ, as I have taken the tests 2 times for certainty. From the last year, 3 years, when I moved to a new big city from my high school, today I'm in my second year undergrad college. I have been completely changed in a way that when I go back to my hometown, I couldn't connect to anyone, any of my friends, but I have always been close to my parents. I don't have any true friends in my college, but my problem is I can't really open myself to others as I used to 3 years back. I always spoke with a sense of humor, but today I have completely lost it. Uh, let's see. Any thought that comes to mind, it remains in there, suppressed. I am anxious, introvert, an observant person. My problem is I can't communicate openly without cluster of thoughts in my mind, and eventually I couldn't. I couldn't. What should I do? So let's see. Well, my dear friend, I think you have. There are several different things that I could point out. First of all, I think you have performance anxiety, and that is very natural because of your upbringings, and you live in a very tribalistic, I would say. You have very tribalistic upbringings where others' opinions of you matter. And that saying about Lokia Kaenge, what will others say? I know exactly what you mean. You could say that I'm most certainly familiar with that saying because I've seen others in my peers to go by that saying. And people still do because we're social animals and we care about how others perceive us. And actually, that's not a bad thing if we would still be living in the, I don't know, 2000 BC or something. But today is totally another ballgame because we're not dependent of others in the same way. Like socializing had much more meaning before. Like we are designed to socialize and to connect with others. But what happened in this technological development is that distanced ourselves from other people because we don't see any need in we don't see any dependency of others. If before you had to go to the market and negotiate price to buy some groceries, today you can work at home, you can purchase your products at home, you can do everything through internet. So I think I would say that you have pretty good confidence because it seems like you know your own strengths. You're doing well in college, in school, but you may have quite fragile self-esteem, which means that you're doing well, but you're not sure about yourself as a human being, um, which is fine. I mean, life is a never-ending school, and the only thing, like, your inner voice tells you to do one thing, and you do it, and you know that you are good with it, but your perception of the society, um, like the like how they perceive you and how they think about you, um, clashes with your internal values of what you really want in life. You are doing well, but your mind is fighting you on whether you're valid in society or not. It's like you have this internal clash of your true self and of the self that society has projected on you. I don't think that you should be ashamed of getting the grades that you deserve, and you should definitely tell to your teacher uh, about the mark. I know I've done that. There's nothing shameful in that. The right should be the right. And that thing with the girl not asking her for a bottle of water, I would say it like this: if you don't have any, there's a difference between dealing, like, if we just take you as an example. Let's say that you're an straight heterosexual male, and when you're dealing with females, there are two different ways that you can go about it. The one is that you don't care about, because there's a difference between intersexual dynamics and just being a human being. um, like, there are some girls who would perceive you wanting something from them if you just ask them for something. But if you don't care for something special, if you're not interested in that person, then yeah, then you can go and ask for a bottle of water. I hope I'm making it clear, because like, you can treat one, if you're a man and you're like interacting with a woman, you can go two ways about it. Like, treating her as a person, and then not caring about, like, human being without any genders, and not caring about her being like attractive woman. Or you know that you see something in her, or maybe there's a different angle, then there are different ways that you have to go about, not by directly approaching the, how can I say it, the situation. You have to be cognizant of man and a woman playing a game. I would say that. As to conclude, I would say, the introversion part, yeah, I get what you mean, but you shouldn't box yourself into being introvert. That that set of traits can be changed during your life. Maybe you become extroverted person in 5 6 years, or maybe you become ambivert, which means that you have the qualities of both introverted and extroverted person. And I have done video on extroversion and introversion. You're welcome to check it out. But bottom line, I wouldn't say that there is such a thing as being introvert and extrovert. There's there are preferences. Some may feel more energized by spending time on your own, on their own, or some other people may like socializing a lot. But there are people like myself. I like both socializing and spending time on my own. So um, don't be harsh on yourself. I feel like you are very um, yeah, you're like you have a lot of expectations in yourself. So you have to chill a bit, chill down a little bit on that one. Uh, the problem with your communication style comes from your self-esteem. You're not quite sure who you are, and that's why you cannot convey your own thoughts in a way that won't be judgmental by others. So you have to work on your self-esteem. That's my biggest advice to you. Let's see. In a male-female relationship, more women are taking on the masculine role because men are becoming and reacting more emotional, which women interpret as being feminine. Do you agree? Yes, I would agree on that because um, the more and more Western civilizations, or I would say Westernized civilizations, become feminized in a way, which means basically promoting this. How can I say? Almost gender neutral agenda, which makes women more masculine. So they have to, like, if we're in a different like worlds, women become more masculine and men become more feminine. So it becomes more neutral. And that might sound very cool for those who believe in egalitarian systems, egalitarian social dynamics, but the reality is we're biological creatures, and our biology differs very much. I mean, between sexes. So yeah. Next one. The sky's the limit. I don't think this is from. Okay. The sky is the limit. I don't think people realize the days we live in and that the sky is the limit. Mastering the mind. Do you want to learn more together? Yeah, sure. I want that. I believe in present tense. Time and distance belong to the mind. So within it is all worlds. Definitely. That is what's called. That is what's called time clock, or how do you say that? Yeah, there's a psychological clock. Um, and there's two different definitions of time. So, like, measuring time is something that we humans have invented. I was a journalist for 16 years, an artist since childhood. So much success and hardship behind me, but ever looking forward. When you first picked up the camera to record yourself, what was your intention? There's a huge difference in two things I have observed about you. I was just curious. Hmm. If you hear, because the person didn't want to be outed, I guess. There's a, and I would like to hear those two things that you have observed about me. But as to your question, I would say that my intention was um, to alleviate pain. And I came to a conclusion that I do that by alleviating pain for others. That's the only state of mind that really resonated with me. And I have to tell that I've been a very cynical person prior to this. So, but I realized through just giving without any agenda makes you more free, because you have to think for yourself that you don't demand anything back. When you give something, you don't demand anything back, and that's very empowering in a egotistical way, but it makes you like feel this abundance energy within you that you just can reach out to someone, maybe smile, and then go on with your life without ever thinking that you have to get something back. I hope that made some sense. Oh, yeah, that was from Mariah. Salute, Mariah. My native sister. I'm in high school. There's a girl a grade above me who I am really attracted to and potentially see a future. I met her, exchanged names, and that's about it. I don't know what to do. Would like your thoughts? Well, Bob, I would say to chill the fuck down. To you, I would I would suggest to watch a video that is called the myth of the one, because you're obviously very fixated on this fantasy idea that there is only one person for you in this life, which is very traumatic if it doesn't go your way, if you think about it. So you put all your eggs into same basket, and let me tell you, that person that gets all those eggs from you will feel very smothered, and it's not an attractive quality. So you should chillax. You should stop being obsessed with one person. You should focus on yourself. And I'm assuming that you're very young. Your mission, your job for now, is to cultivate abundance. And you do that by improving yourself, by gaining skills, by acquiring knowledge, and taking care of yourself, both mental and physically. You don't see future in. I will. This is a tough love. No future. No. Just chill out. Take care of yourself. I would say like this: if you had many options, if you had many girls on your radar, you wouldn't say like this. So be very careful with how much energy, how much power you put in someone else's hands against you. So by thinking those thoughts, you're already missing out the point of this whole thing called life. Let's see. Let's see. Next question. I grew up in a middle class family. I'm making an effort improving myself every day. I'm chasing success and financial freedom. All of this came from one thought, the feeling of being inadequate. You're not the only one, my friend. Many people start from exactly the same point, from the same dot. And that's okay because your past doesn't define you. If you were feeling inadequate in the past, doesn't mean that you have to feel inadequate today. I mean, it's like you're a 15 years old kid, uh, 15 years old boy. You're hitting the gym, and you want girls like you. You want to gain some muscles, to be impressive, to look manly. You want girls to like what you say and like how you look. And that's perfectly fine. If you, I mean, there are very few boys who grow up with strong fatherly figures who can teach them to not have this type of neediness for attention. But nevertheless, doesn't mean that you cannot improve. So if you train for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, then the training becomes a part of you. So after some time, you don't see yourself as I was inadequate and I wanted to gain muscles because impress girls. Because now you will be thinking that, hey, weightlifting has taught me a lot of stuff: discipline, perseverance, being strong mentally. So start point doesn't mean the end. Start point doesn't equal end point. And as we know, there is no end point. So the journey is throughout the whole life. Hey Hossein, I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you. You're a huge help to many of our lives. You're a hidden gem on YouTube. Thank you for your work. Well, thank you. This means a lot. Thank you for your support. This is from Power Matrix. What's up, brother? What's your favorite law of power? Maybe the last one. You know which I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Assuming formlessness. That's one I have been always in my mind, even before I knew about it. I just knew that I have to be neutral in order to adapt to surroundings as good as I can. I have two from Michael. Do you think it's better to write on YouTube with an anecdotal story type of post which makes it longer, or do you think it's better to live out the personal style and just put out the information? I have two already written separate posts for you video called "What Does Virtue Mean?" and I'm wondering which one to release. I think you should do whatever you feel for, Michael, because at the end of the day, you have to you have to always act in a way that makes you joyful, makes you feel joy with life. And I think that you shouldn't care about living personal stuff. because at the end of the day, as I was saying from the beginning, from the start of this channel, I want to create a community, and if we can't share personal stuff, then there's no point. I mean, then we can just follow some A-list celebrities and don't know anything about them, but just admire their work and beauty. I just asked a question about posting whether it's best to do anecdotal or factual. Just after I noticed another Michael, how dare he, on your site. So maybe it should be both names. That another. This was from Michael Wilcox. The another Michael. He is actually my OG subscriber. I don't know if he is still here. I salute him anyway. So I think that's all for the questions. And let's see. For those who haven't been here from the beginning, I would like to remind that there's a link in the description box leading to Discord chat where you can call in and talk to me during the live streaming. So you're very welcome. And of course, there's another link in the description box for those who want to submit more questions for upcoming live streaming sessions. The next stream will be same time, same day next week. Let's see. So next stream will be hey, same time, same day next week. What's up, Lua? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hello, how are you?
I hear you, yeah.
So, do you have any questions to me?
I have one question for you. How could I avoid the spotlight effect?
What do you mean, spotlight effect?
Like, I think most people think of me like I have all the attention, while this is not.
Okay, you have to give me some more details. So, you don't have to be specific, but roughly your age, what do you do, and what kind of people are you talking about?
I'm 16 years old. I'm going to a course while 150 people attending it.
Okay.
I always come late, and when I enter the hall, everyone looking at me, and the teacher was sitting.
You know why I'm laughing? You know why I'm laughing?
Why?
because I used to be like you.
Really?
So the thing is, people like the word hate is very strong, but let's not get attached to that word. But I would like to say that people hate on other people who don't abide rules. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You being late means that you don't care what others have, what kind of set of rules others have. You do your own thing, and you don't care for how others perceive you, and that drives people nuts. I remember even, I will tell you a story. Um, when I was in my you know, college days, university days, um, I remember I was like you, as I was saying. I would come late, like 2, 5, 10 minutes late, and I would stroll into the audience and slowly go upstairs and find me a place to sit my ass down. And there was a girl that I was later on flirting with, and yeah, we hooked up. And you know what she told me? She told me that she hated my arrogance because I was this. She thought like, who the hell he thinks he is? But at the end of the day, um, she couldn't avoid to be attracted to that rebellious nature. And you shouldn't be ashamed of being in the spotlight. I mean, clearly you're not discomfortable with that because you keep doing that. So yeah, I mean, do your own thing. You shouldn't bother about how people perceive you. I mean, as long as you're not hurting anyone, or do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you
The
hurt, like
problem,
you're not hurting anyone by being in the spotlight?
I don't hurt anyone.
No, so you shouldn't
Just in
care.
me.
So you shouldn't care. I mean, uh, people who stand out. I mean, think about it. Those who succeed in life, there are very few. They are those they stand out very much, even in the early days. And those people end up becoming successful because they go their own way without caring what others think about them. So yeah, you are being truthful with yourself and you're living your truth. You're living your life. You shouldn't conform to others' ideas. You should be you. So pat yourself on the back for that.
And, thanks.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Come on, people, join the chat. You should ask me those questions live. Call in. I guess I haven't notified you beforehand for the stream. That's why there aren't so many viewers right now. But if you have questions, you're welcome to join the chat. Let's see. I will keep streaming for another 10 minutes, maybe, and then we should call it a night, maybe. Or maybe 6 minutes. 6 minutes will be all right. Well, hello, Alexander.
Hey, how you doing, man? Gotta quickly mute the stream.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm I'm great, as you might know. Yeah.
So,
First time we talk today, right?
yeah, first time. What, do you have any questions to me?
No, actually no. That was just the filling your waiting room. You know what's bad? There are actually people in the server right now, at least 5. Come on, guys, join. Ask the questions, get on air. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I really do enjoy the live streams.
Yeah,
Um,
they're fun. That's all. Like this is all about people and
yeah.
like being just a number in the analytics, being a subscriber without any face to it. It's boring. We have to connect with each other. I mean, that's the purpose
Oh
of
yeah.
social media, right?
Yeah. To be honest, I don't watch every single video. Right, you don't always get to it, but the live streams, dude, crazy
Yeah,
good idea.
yeah.
Also, last time someone asked for the Discord, now it's there. That's perfect. Actually, the guy who asked for it is on this Discord right now,
Who is
but it's
he?
not in the waiting room. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my little appreciation for you.
Thank you,
Trying to
brother. Thank you.
trying to get some other people in here. I
Uh,
don't have a question for you though.
they will come.
Yep.
Yes.
Talk to you soon, man.
Talk to you later. So let's see if I can knock off some questions here before wrapping this up. Hey, Jean, brother, salute you. Hey, Nini, I'm having a great day, thank you. What do you think of the saying, you are worth more, so stop giving people discounts? It basically refers to your self-esteem. Uh, when you let people to drive, like when you let people to screw you over, it's because you lack in self-esteem, and that worth part is about human worth. So you have to know that it doesn't matter what position in society you have, you always have your human worth with you intact, and you shouldn't lower your standards. You have to treat yourself as if, like, if you can't treat yourself good, you can't connect with good people, because you will always see reflections of yourself in others, which means that if you meet bad people, if you connect with bad people, like bad, I don't mean bad as in evil people. I mean like people who don't understand better. Let's put it like that. It's because you don't feel good about yourself, as good about yourself. Uh, uh, Hello, AJ. Long time no see. StreamYard. I've heard about it. I've seen other people use it, highlighting comments. It's very practical. I will look up whether I can incorporate this feature here as well in OBS. Let's see. Person mind. Hi, who have you learned all these wise things from? First of all, a person has to be very observant. Um, Both observant about the self and observant of the surroundings. Second of all, a person has to be very truthful with the self. And I think I've mentioned this before starting this channel. I've experienced a lot of, not a lot of, but very painful trauma. So, which led me to wish to understand life more. And I've consumed a lot of information. And by like life is not only about theory, so you have to combine theory with practice. Even if you have like read about something, it won't mean anything to you if you don't resonate with it. When you resonate with it, it means like you have had some kind of a previous experience with what you're experiencing right now. What you're feeling right now, I mean. Um, Hello, Danny. Assalamu alaikum. Let's see. Okay, people. I see that you have been asking some stuff, but we have we have time for we have some material for next time. And I appreciate you joining this live stream. And as I was saying, don't forget to join the Discord chat. I would like to hear your stories. And yeah, what's the meaning of putting out videos if I don't hear you sharing with your stories in real life? I mean, that's what makes it fun, right? So yeah, on this point, I would say Hossein out.